this is so good because on many levels, Dev just lost her father.
About 7 weeks ago.
And I know we mean well. I have done it myself. Right. I've done what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
I've said I'm sorry so many times.
I know, like in the past, I have actually approached people like, I'm so sorry, but I'm praying for you, and I hope this gets better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I know everyone's going to have their own, not rules. I don't know what word to say. But everyone deals with things so differently. So I know, but this is just a general help of understanding of how to what to do for people and how to act around them, and not to give you more confidence, not to be awkward, and not to when you're doubting yourself and you don't know what to say. I think these are good tips that you both have. So definitely continue on, please, because I think this is a very good thing and very needed. I know for myself personally, just when you don't know what to say and you feel like I have lost all my words. I only have, when you just don't have the words right there.
And maybe that's the best thing is just hug. Give that person a hug. Don't
just
say
letting
anything.
them know that you're there for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, praying for you.
Praying for you.
It's good.
You know,
Especially,
let me know if you need anything.
Yeah. And I know I've come to Carissa with this, but like, even if like you're really close to somebody and they don't really reach out to you because of what's going on, don't like block yourselves out of their life, definitely reach out. You don't have to do something big. Literally a simple text message, I'm praying for you. That means that's 100,000 words. I mean, that's a lot of comfort, and knowing that someone is praying for you is super huge, and it's just very comforting, and it makes you feel loved. You don't have to say anything, or just say, hey, I'm thinking about you today, I'm praying for you. Like, that is such a huge thing. And when some people that you know that you're very close to, when they don't reach out, it's you kind of think, oh, well, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. Yeah. And it's like, you don't really know how to reach out to them because you don't want them to say, I'm sorry, and be awkward and kind of in a weird situation. Yeah. And, it's weird and whatnot, but and I know like everyone deals with everything differently, but when you know someone so well, it is good to still reach out and just say, hey, I'm praying for you. Do you want to get coffee? Do you want to get, ice cream or something, or dinner, and let's hang out and do something to get your mind off of.
But being proactive, like, especially if you feel, like you're close to someone or whatever, just being proactive in their life. And even if you don't know what to do, but tragedy, trauma, illness are can be awkward things when, we're just going through life, and then all of a sudden something happens to someone and you're just literally don't know what to do, and you're hurting for them. And I've told Deb before, I'm like, I do believe that the people closest to us do care. They just don't always know how to act or react or what to say. And then time goes on. And then I've even been there though.
Things, it's kind of like,
I know I've been there in life. I've had close friends where I probably didn't do exactly what they were hoping for me to do. But you go on and you push forward and you do what you can and make up for, it's okay. Don't let it ruin everything.
Yeah.
But keep going, and if you can make up for
keep that relationship alive, because relationships and like friendships are, what help you get through grief and get through a hard time, because that's what you need is support. And when like a piece of your support system is kind of not there, you miss that. And then you're kind of, you want that to be rekindled, and you want it to keep going because you don't want to forget about that. You want to, build on that relationship and move past that. Even it would be awkward, but you keep going, and you're like, hey, you know what? You forgive, and let's keep going. Let's continue.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you're wishing things were normal too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you're like stuck.
Yeah. You don't want people to treat you differently than before. You're still Tina.
Yeah.
Your heart hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Maybe you lost your hair from chemo, but that didn't change your heart. That didn't change
or who you are.
You really are.
I hope it made me better.
It did.
Really, because I understand.
I've never seen you shine as you do now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here. We work together closely, and I do.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So just to go off of that, what are some things, not to just be all negative here, but what are some things that people did or said that you were just like, okay, that is a no. Like, what are some lines I know that not many people may have known, or what are some things that people should or shouldn't do? Like, just give some pros and some cons. Okay. Give some good positives and negatives. Let's throw it all in there.
Well, again, going back to, I'm so sorry. I know their heart means well, and they are sorry to hear it, but I guess I already said this once, but one of the biggest encouragements for me was the other people at the cancer or the chemo treatment place, and they got what I thought worse cancer than I did, and they're the ones telling me to stay positive. Yeah. Stay positive. That's awesome. I know, and that's awesome. That has been the biggest thing in my mind is stay positive.
Yeah. What a big encouragement.
Right.
It's like they're going through something just as hard, maybe even harder, and they tell you, be positive, you've got this, and you're like,
yeah,
I can do this.
Yes. Like I really can do this. Let's, you know.
And it's kind of empowering because you're still there, you're making it, and you're still living life. I mean, sure, some things change, but and I don't mean this to sound bad, but life goes on.
Right.
You wake up the next morning, you get ready, and you do what you normally do.
Yep.
You just do. You just keep going.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you persevere and you endure a lot of things, but don't let it let you down. I mean, sure, you're going to be devastated and you're going to be, why me, Lord? But I know there's always a reason.
Yeah.
But use it.
Yeah.
It may be to help somebody else when you find out they have cancer.
Right. Yes.
Or they lose a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've both been there now. And so, just, be an encouragement.
And the same thing happened, my mom went through chemo as well 2 years ago. And seeing how, she went through the whole treatment and, it was in Mexico. Right after my sophomore year of college, I was home for a couple of days just to unpack, do laundry, repack, and I was on a flight to Mexico to see her. And she had already been going through it, a couple of treatments, and, she was a little swollen, and she already had a wig.
How old were you?
I was 19.
Oh, wow.
No, I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was 2 years ago.
This was really, recent.
Yeah, this was recent. So this is like the year before COVID? No. Yeah.
Was this right before you started working with us?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So it was that summer. And then that summer, like, so much happened. I mean, I, was pre-nursing at the time at PCC. And my mom was going through chemo. She went to Mexico in February, so I was still just starting the semester. It was so tough because I'm thinking about my mom, that she's okay. Yeah. She was, in Mexico by herself. My dad was still working. So many things were going on, and a lot of things were changing. And they're like, she needs to start chemo, and I'm like, well, why? And I didn't fully understand. And I'm trying to do school, and I'm trying to make it into the program, and so many things were stressing me out. Then, I've got to go to Mexico. I want to take care of my mom and be with family and be a support system to her. So, because she didn't have, immediate family with her. It was just, my family that's down there, and they love her very much. And, so we're so blessed to, she was, she was close to them, and, they were able to help take care of her and house her, things like that, and take her to her treatments. But seeing her that way was very hard.
Yes.
Yeah. And
sure.
And even sitting with her during a chemo treatment, I just, she slept most of the time, and it made me cry because I'm like, I can't believe, my family member is going through this, and I'm sure your family went through that too.
Right.
But I do remember not telling my mom, any regrets or anything, but I told her, I love you.
Right.
You're beautiful. No matter if you're swollen from the chemo, if you don't have any hair, and you have a wig. It's you are beautiful. You are still the same mom that I know and that I love, and that didn't change anything.
Yeah.
And
I love that because for a number of reasons, but sort of reassuring them because I'm sure they have worries and concerns about, well, you know.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
knew she
such
didn't
a good
want
point.
me to see her like that.
Yeah.
Knowing that,
right.
You know,
Right.
I'm not a mom, but I knew that she did not want me to see her like that because she would tell me, I don't want you to see me sick like this.
Yeah.
And
my mom was the same way.
I said, Mom, it's okay. You know, 7 years ago, I guess now recently, my mom had a stroke and I was there with her. And when all of that
Did you know
happened,
at the time?
yes,
Okay.
I knew she was having a stroke. I was with her in the living room, and just being with her, I, was able to, I assessed her really quick, and we took her to the hospital immediately. But she would tell me, I don't want you to see me like this. I'm so sorry you have to see me like this. And I was like, Mom, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't have control
Well,
over
it's
it.
funny that you brought that up because I should, man, I tell you, almost every treatment that I had, my daughter Ashley came with me. She didn't have
sweet.
to. And I mean, we would be there for hours because the treatments would last 4 hours or
They're
so.
very long,
Very long. And she never complained about it. I mean, just support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
good.
being with mom, you
Yeah,
know.
that's really good.
Yeah. And they're probably wondering what you're thinking about what
Right,
they're going
right,
through and
right,
the worries.
right.
And I just love that. I love all the love and the support and don't be afraid to show people your love and support.
Right.
Because people need it all the time.
Yes.
Oh,
all
for
the
sure.
time. And if you're wondering, yes,
For
they
sure.
need you.
Yes.
Yes.
They need you in their life and they need you to be proactive.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. So I believe that. And I don't know. I just love that. I love these points that you guys have brought up.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts that you want to add to this? Anything else that you can think of?
Not really. I mean, the Lord has allowed me to have a few other surgeries. I don't know if I said or not, but I did have to go back in. One of my sides was having some problems.
Yeah.
And I already said that. But then not too long after, I did have to have hip surgery.
That's right. Yes.
I
Yes.
forgot about that.
You're just getting
Yes.
the
She
crown
was.
down. You're getting it out of the
said,
way this year.
If I'm working here, I'm gonna get my stuff done.
Right.
She got all the benefits.
So I'm like almost bionic woman.
You're Superwoman, Tina.
Oh, man.
I know.
But-
Yeah, you did have that.
I
hip
forgot about
surgery.
that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hip replacement. And
But you needed that hip
I did.
surgery.
Yeah,
I
you
was.
did.
I was.
We were
starting
running
to
her
walk,
ragged around the
Yes.
office, and
Yes.
we're like,
and I
We
just
were.
the pain.
I didn't realize how much pain I was in
Yeah.
until after the surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right. And again, that's what I said earlier. Just like obviously you're supposed to be working there, and
Yeah.
it could have been so different if you were not working there, or you could have prolonged
Right.
it more.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, and I
then, like,
probably would have.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
so definitely would have been worse
Yeah.
off.
Right.
So I'm very glad that you were there with us.
too.
Yeah, and things happen for a
So you get
reason.
taken
Yes,
but
they
care
do.
of.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And like God has a plan, and that's something
Yeah.
you like, we are like believers, and we like believe like God's gonna get us through this, and like He wouldn't put you through something that you couldn't handle.
Right.
And that's how I
Right.
see like a lot of things now. I'm like, I can't plan too far ahead because I know God has a better plan for me.
Yeah.
And even like if my plan doesn't work out, I can't be like, I can't, like hate Him for making something happen. There's a plan. He knows what He's doing.
Yeah.
And He's going to get you through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I-
it's going
I
to be
agree.
like the road's hard, but He makes it so much
Yeah.
smoother and so much easier.
I remember after my mom passed away, I was, Steve, we lived in Arkansas, and he would go do the bus ministry and take the kids. So I'd be at home getting ready and stuff, getting ready to go to church. And I remember one time sitting on my bed, and I kind of complained a lot to God back then after I had lost my mom. And I said, Lord, why me? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to be, I used to call myself a Jobette instead of Job from the Bible. I say, Lord, I don't want to be a Jobette. And one time, I feel like He spoke to me and slapped me across the head and said,
You know what? He does it.
He does. He does.
okay,
And slaps
okay.
you kind of hard, too.
Okay.
But He did. And He said, you know what? Job didn't ask for it either. But he conquered that.
Yeah.
And look how I was able to use him
Yes.
in that situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
And I thought,
That's good.
okay, done complaining.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and even if you don't get your answers of why something is happening, there doesn't have to be an answer.
No.
We don't have to
Exactly.
explain to people.
like,
You do not
why
owe
why you feel
them
the way
answers.
You feel, why certain
Yeah.
things have happened. It's
Yeah. It's okay not to have an answer for something. It's 100% okay. Just keep going. Keep going. It's your journey. It's a part of your story.
Yeah.
And just in confidence, go.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep doing you.
Yes.
Keep going forward.
just keep
You
swimming.
do you, boo.
that's where thriving comes in.
It
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
does.
When
And
I
that's what-
when I learned what Carissa was calling this, I thought, oh my word, that is perfect. But that's what women, even men,
Yeah,
need to,
everyone
Yeah,
does.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody needs it. They need the love, need the support.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's another reason, we want to do this because we want to support
Yeah.
everyone and
know you're
just
not alone.
encourage. Exactly.
No,
No,
you
you're
are not
not.
alone.
No. And I remember going through some dark times years ago, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm sure there were things out there and I just didn't know, but I'm like, if we could just be an encouragement and if we could be there for people and that they can just relate with us and just be a part of this community to help you thrive where you're at, because it's obviously everyone has a different story and a different path, and your thriving is different than my thriving.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can 100% thrive wherever you're at.
Yep.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or if you're poor and homeless.
Broke college
Just
student.
start where you are. Exactly.
Okay.
Can anyone else relate with our college people?
Yes.
Hallelujah.
You can thrive where you're at because you can always start today and go forward.
Yes.
Stop
Yes.
looking back because that's not the direction we're
Past
going.
the past is in the past.
Where'd you get
Okay.
that one from? Where did that come from?
Yes.
All right.
Just whipped it out of the hat.
We just whipped it out because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially when you have to tell that patient that keeps griping and complaining, look, you're sick.
We're on the reel
and
now.
you need this.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Take care of it.
100%.
Get it done. Like
Yeah.
we wanna help you. Let's do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get a plan together
Yes.
and let's
Yeah.
do this.
But working with these ladies, honestly, again, I said this, but it's been the best thing for me.
Life changing.
It is very life changing.
It is life changing.
Dude, if I don't
It is.
laugh at least
Yeah.
100 times a day, then
Okay.
there's something. Chris is not there.
You have to
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to laugh.
Yeah,
man.
you do.
You do.
You do.
Because what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
very
for coming on,
eye opening.
Tina.
It's been
Thank
very
you.
helpful. I love
Yeah.
things like this.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you coming on and taking
So
the
happy
time
to have
do
you as
this.
our first guest.
I know. I know. I know. Tina in the house.
Yeah. I've enjoyed the house.
Okay, come back another time.
Yes,
We'd love to
for
have
sure.
you. Well, thank you. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Honey, everything you need is in your pocket. Darling, this is what you've been waiting for.